Hello and welcome to our BMW iDrive 7.0 Tech Help video. In this video, we hope to give you a better understanding of the system by taking a very detailed look at the all-new version of iDrive, updated for 2020 and found in nearly all new BMW products. We will be covering all of the features, but feel free to skip around to the parts that are of particular interest to you. Let's get started. So this is the brand new version of iDrive called iDrive 7.0. So to start out with, one of the big features of this system is that it can be controlled in several different ways. Now, in addition to your regular controller knob, which BMWs have always had, you now have the ability to control via touchscreen. So it's now a touchscreen up here. You also have the ability to use voice commands to speak to the system using the new voice assistant. So as far as the software itself, we'll start out with our home screens. You now have up to 10 reconfigurable home screens. So each of these you can choose what type of things to fill in for your tiles. And then to reconfigure these home screens, all you have to do is reach up here and hit that button right there. Then that basically just allows you to add a new page or change the layout. So we can hit here, we can say we want traffic and navigation or map view. Can be really specific about things, as you can see. Okay, now I have now made a page which is basically my traffic page. So I've got the traffic view as well as the traffic messages. Now moving beyond that, you have several shortcut buttons down here on the side. This represents the main sections of the iDrive system. So we'll start out in media. Here in media, of course, is where all of your things pertaining to audio are. So right now I'm connected to the standard Bluetooth, and I can see my entire queue and select songs straight from here. I can also switch my different sources right over here, so I can go into things like our XM satellite radio. And we can see all of the different radio stations. We can also play and pause the music as it's playing live, and we can go and also check for different channels like that. Next up, we have our communications. This is just your telephone section, basically. Takes you straight into your telephone, recent calls. You also have your contacts, which you can automatically just scroll through like that, or you can start to draw out letters on the controller. We also have text message support, so you'll see all of your text messages which automatically sync over from your phone, and you can just click straight into them. You can have them read aloud to you.
Received on May 11th, 2019 at 12:36 p.m. Roger that.
And then you can call forward and also reply to different things. You can dictate it verbally. The next thing we have is our navigation. This is standard on most BMWs as long as you have the larger display. So as you can see, our main screen basically brings us up some options on the side as well as part of our map. So we can click straight into the map itself. And as you can see, you have really nice graphics. They are 3D right now. And if you zoom out to a certain extent, once you get out far enough, we will go into a satellite view if that is enabled. So we can do that by going into our map settings, so perspective, auto zoom, and then we can go and turn on 3D buildings and satellite imagery. So as you can see now, we have kind of a more realistic view of what is in the surroundings. But heading back over here to our menu, we can swipe that back out. We can search by points of interest, so we can find fuel stations or charging stations, since this specific car is an electric 7 Series. So we can see Walmart in West Cincinnati, Westchester, Ohio, and we can start guiding it straight there. Now checking out the car button here, this of course varies depending on which BMW you actually have. But we can see things like our driving status. This just tells us different things about our car. How much the oil, the tire pressures of all 4 wheels. Just kind of keeps you in the know. You can also do driving information. This can give you trip data. You can also activate sport displays. so you can see neat things, even like your G meter right here. Now, seeing that flash up reminds me, a lot of new BMWs come equipped with gesture control. So in this specific model, you can, among other things, you can do the circular motion to turn up your audio volume and then twist backwards to turn it down.
It's very easy to swipe this call away to the voicemail like this. Or to accept the call, I just have to point like this. On top of that, we have one gesture that can be individually configured by our customer. This is a to gesture. Could potentially be switching off the display, like in this case.
Now there are a lot of different features in this car, so if you get confused, BMW has given you a owner's manual down here at the bottom that you can quickly click into and search for various things. Like you can just search by keyword or by topic. So we could say I'm having trouble with controls, the iDrive system, and then you can find a specific topic and get instructions about it. Now, one of the coolest things about the iDrive 7.0 system is that it comes with the new BMW Assistant. So basically it has a launch phrase that you can say to the vehicle. You can ask it various different commands, and it uses an AI system to discern these things. There's a lot of neat features, so I'll go ahead and show you a few of them. So the launch phrase is "Hey BMW," however you can actually rename it to other things if you prefer to do that.
Hello. What can I help you with?
How do the automatic high beams work?
What keyword should I search for in the owner's manual?
High beams.
High beams. Please continue with manual control.
So as you can see, you can kind of do a search of that owner's manual so you can find something specifically. Hey BMW. I'm
Hello.
cold.
What temperature should I set?
78.
I'm setting the temperature on the driver's side to 78 degrees Fahrenheit.
Now, I'm not sure about other vehicles, but at least here on your flagship level vehicles, the 7 Series and the X7, they have these things called Caring Car. And what this does, it has these different modes, which kind of like encompass a lot of different features to help you with different types of moods. So you can talk to the assistant and tell it something. For instance, I'm tired.
All right. I have activated the Vitality program.
So the Vitality program, what it's going to do is do a whole bunch of different things just to help you feel more refreshed. So we opened up the moonroof to let some light in. Right now it's alternating up and down the fan speed to give you like a breezy type of feel. The ambient lighting changes. The massage function was automatically turned on, so I'm now getting a massage, and my seat ventilation is on. So there's a lot of different things. Also, there's some specific music that's playing right now that's nice and relaxing, so, or more upbeat to make you feel better. So there's 2 different modes for that. You also have some modes called experience modes. As you can see right there exactly what it's going to change. So it can warm the climate, protect you from the sun, different things, just to give you like a sense of well-being, for instance. So these are really neat features and definitely kind of a new level of thought that goes into these flagship level cars. Now we'll jump back into the main page and we'll hop down to applications. So as you can see off to the side here, you've got a lot of different types of information and applications that you can go into. However, most importantly, Apple CarPlay is on board for every vehicle with iDrive 7.0. It's the wireless Apple CarPlay. It's free for 1 year. However, there is no Android Auto at this time. Here we have BMW News. So you can basically just see some news as you'd expect. We also have weather. So straight here from the car, we can check our % chance of rain, We can also scroll over and see a map. Park Now is an interesting app. This is a feature that allows you to see available parking spots if you're in a city that supports that ability. We also have a web browser, and you can set certain climate control rules for when you want the automatic seat heating to turn on and when you want the automatic seat ventilation to turn on. Then you can use the BMW store to add more applications. Now you do have like a notification shade, so you can swipe down. So you can see here we have 15 notifications. So we can see different types of things. It looks, basically it's been recommending that we look at the owner's manual to understand things better. You can also swipe over here and hit these displays. This is where all three of our displays will be located. So we can click on head-up display, jump over here. This is where you can do all the adjustments for the head-up display. So we can grab this, make it brighter, grab this, raise it up a little higher, and also choose what types of information that we want displayed on it. We can do the same thing for the instrument panel. So right in our main display, and then we can also do that for this main display in the middle. So in here we have some general settings. So as you can see, this all has to do with different warnings, tons and tons of different things. It kind of depends on what car you have. You also have some drive mode selections depending on what car you have. Exterior lighting, driver's assistance. This is where you can change all, customize exactly how you want your driver's assistance, because some people like it to be a little more active and other people want it to not intervene as much. Well everybody, thanks for joining us for this Tech Help episode. Hopefully you learned some things about the brand new iDrive 7.0 system, and see you next time.